Hi girls, Daddy here again for story time. This one's called Worries. I can see a girl that looks a bit worried talking to her mummy. Have you ever worried about something? Maybe you've been invited to a party and you're worried that you won't know anybody else. Or perhaps someone you love is ill and you're concerned about what might happen to them. We all have worries from time to time. Parents, friends and teachers can all worry. It's a normal part of life. What do you worry about? When worries fill our heads, they can make us feel anxious. Anxiety can make us feel unwell. We might feel all wobbly inside, or our hearts might beat faster. Maybe our bellies ache, or we don't feel like eating. How do you feel when you are worried? Worries can make us behave in different ways. Some children might feel sad or angry. Others might have bad dreams or have difficulty sleeping. You might find it difficult to concentrate or feel scared to try new things. Or you might not feel like going to school or spending time away from your loved ones. Sometimes worrying can be useful because it tells us that something is wrong and that we need help to get it. If your friend got hurt in the playground, you would worry for them and take them to the school nurse or call a teacher. But worrying can also be unhelpful. This happens when we imagine bad things happening to us, even though there's nothing wrong. Sometimes we may worry about bad things happening by asking ourselves, what if questions, such as, what if I fell out of a tree? Or what if my dog was ill? What questions would you ask yourself? Worries are nothing more than unfriendly thoughts. The more we think them, the more anxious they can make us feel. But there is good news. Even though these thoughts feel real, they are not. They are only thoughts. You can't hold a thought in your hand or see the shape of a thought. Try it for yourself. Think about a pink elephant. Can you see one in your mind? That pink elephant is only a thought. You can't really touch it or smell it, can you? It's the same with worries. Even though the worries are not real things, our bodies still feel anxious when we think them. Our bodies believe the worries are real. What can you do to make yourself feel better when you are worrying? Luckily, there are many things that you can help. You can choose to place your attention on something that is happening now rather than getting lost in worries about the future. A good place to start is to focus on your breathing. See if you can feel the air moving into your nose as you breathe in and out of your nose as you breathe out. Notice how each breath is different. You can also notice what's going on around you. If you're outdoors, you might feel the warm sun on your skin or see the colours and shapes of plants and trees. Listening to sounds can be very calming. Birds tweeting, a breeze blowing, or music playing. See how many different sounds you can notice. After taking in sights and sounds for a few minutes, you will probably notice that the anxiety and the worries are not so loud anymore. What do you hear when you are outside? It also helps to write your worries down or draw them. Once you've done this, fold up the paper and place it in a worry box. You could use a shoe box or a tissue box. Place the worry box on a shelf or in a cupboard. You can open the box at the end of the week and empty the worries. You might realise that they aren't worries anymore. Sometimes all we need to do when we are feeling worried about something is to talk to someone. Our mommy and daddy, caregivers, brothers, sisters, friends, anyone we trust, even our pets. Sharing our worries helps us to move the anxious feelings out of our bodies. It's like opening a window in a stuffy room. Fresh air flows in and everyone feels better. It's also really helpful to remember that very often things seem worse in our imaginations than they really are. And we are often a lot braver and more able than we think. The end.